All right, there we go.
The grid.
We back.
Digital frontier.
Oh crap! There we go.
I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. I know this is probably not a good question to ask after we go
can't.
live.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Also, your camera looks really nice.
Oh, wait, thank you.
You can see his camera. How does that? Can you flip
Well,
the screen on
his-
these?
The quality of his
The
camera
quality.
looks nicer than
Yeah.
typical.
Hello.
I think
We
I
can hear
think
you,
it's
Jared.
I can hear
I
you,
can.
Jared.
instead of roll 20.
Yeah, that could be true.
Hello.
Probably true.
Yo.
Oh, speaking of that, I need to copy and paste a bunch of crap real quick.
Fuck.
I asked my parents about other sites and everything that are similar to Roll20.
Is he still having hardware issues?
I think so. But my parents sent me like this entire book of a response. So rather than trying to like pick out things, I'd rather just copy and paste.
Why can't
Yeah. Anybody got a copy of the newest version of Sort This Shit Out.exe?
What?
Yeah.
I do not. What is that?
A really bad thing. Just a really bad joke that I made up.
Oh. Okay.
I need to phrase it better.
I didn't get that. Yeah, I got it now. What was I gonna? Oh.
Oh man.
Hello.
Ooh,
We have video. We have audio.
Kinda.
Oh, is that from me?
that's you.
Oh,
we could hear you before. I'm guessing you couldn't hear us.
It's so weird. I didn't do anything but shut Discord down and open it back up after I restarted my computer. So
That's on page 1 of every Thring binder of every IT group ever. Did you try turning it off and on again?
no, I'm literally saying I turned my computer off and then on again, and I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm glad you can hear me now. That's good. I mean, so we can play. Boy, boy.
I don't like that my bar is up there. I don't know how to make it go. Oh, because it's on the wrong. Okay.
Were you about to say layer?
No. I'm capturing the wrong window. I've got my character sheet up instead of.
Noise.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
There we go.
Okay, Bear's not dead.
Me?
Where's the tab for this?
I'm alive.
You just hadn't moved in several minutes.
I'm
There we go.
painting this little tiny rogue. It's a Chihuahua rogue.
Oh, Dungeons and Doggy.
Yeah, it's like there we go.
Dungeons and
Dungeons
Doggy?
Doggos.
Yeah,
Dungeons and Doggos.
it's hard to get it to
That's
like autofocus.
Wait, it's
Oh,
Doggy.
speaking of that, did you guys hear
There we
about the
go.
new Cyberpunk game that's coming out?
From the
Yeah.
Witcher 3 people?
It's Dungeons and Doggos.
With
Or no,
Keanu Reeves?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, that's in the chat.
It got announced in what, like 2011?
Something like that.
But
It's
no
been
one
a long
knew
time
that
coming.
it was going to be Keanu Reeves.
That was exciting.
And they're still waiting for like next year until it's released.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm just
agree with
really excited that they're using the folklore from the pen and paper tabletop called Cyberpunk.
That's a thing?
And that's
They
totally a
used
thing. It's
some-
been
they
a
And
used
it's
thing.
some
like
characters.
as old as Blade Runner?
Okay, so Cyberpunk, the tabletop, came out in the 80s, shortly after the release of Akira. And it actually brings Akira to tabletop. Like, you could get implants like they have in the series, like, you could get their bikes, everything like that. So it's really fun. I think if I remember correctly, it was a D10 system, though, rather than D20. I don't know. I haven't played it since I was, like, a high schooler.
It sounds cool.
I enjoyed it. So
I never got the chance to play, and I really
Seems
regret that.
yeah.
When I was growing up, all my friends wanted to play was fantasy stuff, and I was like the lone sci-fi nerd.
I don't even like sci-fi, but I love cyberpunk sci-fi.
Yeah, Cyberpunk is great.
Yeah, it's
I'm a big-
I don't
definitely.
even like sci-fi. That's a mistake.
That's a weird thing to do. I know.
What, not like sci-fi?
Yeah.
I don't like sci-fi.
Listen, I don't like sci-fi because it's fucking scary to think that there's all these predatory creatures out in space that just want to devour us. Like, that's a really scary thought.
Not always.
There's people that will cheer you up and spit you out in most workplaces.
Not me because I hate my attitude.
Fair. People,
There's scary
people are
stuff
monsters
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah, well.
Don't have to be a monster from space to be a monster.
Well, it's just a scarier thought. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
That and I might
Yeah.
hate sci-fi slightly because my mother was so obsessed with it that it just ruined it for me.
oh yeah, I've seen that in fiction before.
The hell is that?
So
How did a bunch of the things disappear from the map? That's bizarre.
Can you roll
I
back
don't know.
changes?
I can't see the map. I can
Oh.
see our characters.
Oh yeah. Also, hello, internets, and welcome to our weekly D&D sessions. And
Hello, internet.
Yo.
and as I like to start the party off on the party menu, or the party screen, I guess. I kind of put it next to your guys' whatever adventure you're nearest. Bring everybody back to this grand old tomb. And while I am attempting to recreate all of my water so that I can then remove it later, because seriously, what the fuck, game? Would anyone like to earn inspiration for their detailing of events from the last session?
Well, first thing that happened was a magic circle showed up and Pubert came out of it.
Hi, I'm back.
Yes.
Did
With the battle cry of "Wait, what?" Pubert joins the battle.
I can picture it now.
We've got suits of armor that came
Pubert
to
is
life.
sitting at it's mid-evening. Pubert is sitting at a bar in Neverwinter. An envelope appears in front of him. He's confused. He has to remember how to read. He opens it up. They want me in Smash?
Yes.
Pubert joins the battle.
That needs to be
The area's flooding. We've
oh,
got-
I s-
Well, a hole opened up, so it's not. It's all dissipating at this point, right? I think that's why a lot of it was gone. Right?
yeah, this is why it's back. Well, there was the hole in the center of the room, that pit that Jerk jumped over. And
Yeah.
all of the water is kind of been traveling towards that direction
Yeah.
in the last 36 seconds.
I know that I was cheering on Droop to fight, and his crown started glowing and spinning really fast. I don't know what was coming from that, or what that's actually going to be like anything, but because I started
Yeah.
getting kind of messed up, and I backed up.
Yeah, there's some battling over there, and Droop announced, "Bow before Grimos's chosen king." That weird demigod praying to, and those on the crown started glowing and spinning above his head.
Yeah. Let's see, view. So I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm not too. I think I healed myself a bit, so I'm not too terribly off. But
It has been a intense battle.
yes,
I remember that I'm losing to a rug.
No,
we
because
got
I
out of that.
like
That was a funny
gnome
way to put it.
hulked out and ripped that freaking rug off of you.
Yeah, you got out of the rug. I think. I think P-Bear kind of got hurt though, didn't you?
I got smacked around a little bit, but
You're all right.
nothing
though.
worse for the wear.
Well, that's good.
Well, apparently one of the last clicks that I had done pushed a bunch of things underneath the map somehow, so I'm not sure what happened, but it's all blue again up here where the water is and flowing from.
I think you
Um,
did that because we wanted to be able to see what else was going on without the water interfering.
Oh, that might have been it. Okay. Yeah, it was something like that, trying to move it out of the way so we could see. Might need to work at seeing if I could reduce the opacity on those items. But yeah, we had a magic circle up here next to Sparkle Gem. Pubear came out of a seemingly sort of teleported out from the earth itself and appeared next to Sparkle Gem.
And smelled like the familiar smell of burnt gnome hair.
Smelled like burnt gnome hair. Right where he was. That's right. And so there was a little bit of fighting to the south. We had our friendly red-skinned rogue running up towards the north. Give some looks like to give some help to Telton and Droop. Situation up there was intense, but there are a lot of dead fishmen monsters up that direction. We experienced what happened when someone passed through that magic circle near those tombs to the north and the south. There's a fireball explosion and ended up killing one of the fishmen. As Godwald moved south, there was the rug that came to life and jumped him, but between two adventurers, they were able to disarm and remove the rug from Godwald. Is no longer restrained and as it is floating around nearby.
Oh, there's that summon too that I can't hit.
Great.
Didn't we name the rug too?
No, we discussed trying to figure out a name for the rug, but we were
Based on
trying to name
Disney's
it the,
Aladdin.
yeah, based off Disney's Aladdin. Then we went on a whole tangent about the Arabian Nights and how the rug didn't have a name.
He kind of strikes me as a Herbert.
But
It
it
was
had
named
more
first.
personality than half the cast.
But I believe you guys did name one of the fishmen.
I named one Gordon's Fisherman.
Gordon's Fisherman. I believe that
Yeah.
was this fishy mage to the north side.
I
Yeah.
learned that there is a brand of fish sticks called Gordon's Fisherman.
Yes.
They're actually pretty good too.
I believe this had much to do with the naming convention.
Yeah. Could name the rug Rugsy Bogues. Not that I think that anyone will remember that basketball player, but
I
Carpet
remember.
you remember Muggsy Bogues?
Yep.
It's like the only person in the NFL. He was only like what 5'2", 5'5". Stop, Tom. Tom. Sorry.
Tom, stop.
Tom.
Hey,
Tom.
Bob.
Stop.
Bob, do something.
Do something. All right. Yeah, but so we're in the middle of an epic battle, and before the last round ended, we decided whether or not we're going to let the baddies go before the turns came back around. So we're going to go through a couple of them real fast as I can. But as a reminder, what will be our player order afterwards is Sparkle Gem, Droop, Hubert, Jerk, Taliesin, Godwald. And then there are a couple bad guys in between you guys. But most of them are after Godwald. Picking up with an animated suit of armor. I could jump into it. I'll try to get these things done while we get started. But if I oh wait, wasn't there a tiny sparkle gem involved last
I
week?
had-
Yeah, but it
I had-
disappeared.
I had summoned one, but it's a concentration spell, and even though I had advantage, I still failed my concentration save.
Going now.
Well, it's like when you're hit or there's some kind of activity, you gotta hold on to that concentration.
Yeah.
Keeping that spell in mind. But here we are. The animated suit of armor will, after being kind of like knocked down again, like as it's floating in the air, it's kind of like righting itself, right? It's just kind of reversing the float to be upright again, as if it somehow remembers the way it should be positioned. And independent of that, it will take its 2 multi-strike attacks on Drew. Oh, one of them getting a natural 20. One of them failing. He will get his slam attack
Ooh.
with his natural 20 plus 24, so it's his 2d6 plus 2. Do some angry bludgeoning damage to our friend the Goblin King. 7 damage to Drew.
Oh no.
Droop just shouting something about how dare you touch the king. But he actually looks like he's doing pretty okay. Thanks to you there.
It's good.
Our flying sword number 1 will move in. Make sure it's got its flying speed is pretty quick. And take a swipe at the only other person nearby, Taliesin. The armor and sword working in conjunction. Because it's 1 attack, which is a long sword attack. Are you surprised? Are you surprised?
That it's the sword does a sword attack.
It's literally what it does. It does a sword attack. It's
Get sorted.
yeah,
Just by the sorcerer.
making
a
a
s-
total
it a
of 16. Does that hit?
It does, but as a reaction, I'm going to cast mage armor on myself.
Ooh. So until the start of your next turn, your AC is +5.
Yep.
And
Which
unlike
makes-
in my game, you will actually get just the bonus to your AC calculation and not just off your base AC, because that doesn't make any sense.
All right. Well, I mean that puts my armor class at 20.
Huh.
Your AC is 20 until the start of your next
So
round.
it misses.
Oh, it missed. It missed hard. Because with that total 16, yeah. It's just like this
Oh.
flying sword just kind of flips around to come and hit you, and as you bring up the glass staff and cast this spell, it just kind of bounces off the, I don't know, like magical shell around it.
Yeah. Magic shell.
Stuff's awesome on ice cream.
I agree.
Let's see. It's animated armor and sword floating above. Move above the water. Move towards.
What is this like child outside just like moaning really loudly?
Wait, what?
This kid there's like a kid outside that's just like moaning super loud, like it's really weird.
I can
That's an interesting choice of words.
I could hear him.
Yeah, it's real weird.
to our west, a gigantic rug of smothering attempts to grab Sparkle Gem.
Eh.
It tries. It wants to smother you. It wants to smother you so bad. And there's a +5 to smother.
Nah.
Scary. That's why terrifying rug was there. But that means it hits a 12, 7 + 5.
Yeah, that meets.
All right, he is able to grapple you with an escape DC of 13. So
Strength check. Or no, it'd have to be on my turn, right? Because I thought
Grapple
first
checks
initial
are-
grapple were opposing grapple checks.
yeah. So
I
it
think you
attempts.
might be right.
Yeah. So let's do it. Roll your strength.
I'm scared.
Hey, it might be a really strong rug. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I got an 8, so
I got a 9.
yeah, so you just barely beat me.
So the rug is able to spin around you and close its linen body around your person. You are grappled, and until the end of your next turn, you can make a check to try to escape. And until then, you are restrained, blinded, and you're at risk of suffocating. But the rug can't move anywhere else in the meantime, as long as it wants to keep this going. Then it's going to try and squeeze you from here on out.
Gore. Suffocation.
And die. Oh, that was your time. Of course, it took that long to load. To our south, to a 5, takes a spear strike at Hubert.
No. I'm gonna kill this guy first.
Getting a grand total of 9, which I don't believe it's your AC. But we didn't get you with the hold spell the last time, so you aren't. There's no advantage on his attack. And then I think that moves us up to the top of the order with Sparkle Gem. Sparkle Gem, it is your turn. You are strained.
It's wilding.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to roll and see if I can wiggle my way free.
All right, let's do this. Ooh,
14.
Nice.
10.
Sweet.
You are able to break free of the rug's grasp as you just struggle, kind of pushing and
And you said
punching.
that that's at the end of my turn?
Yeah, with the restrained condition, I believe so.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to do move or anything like that. I just got to stand here.
For about
Free.
6 seconds.
Yeah, for about 6 seconds, free of the rug's grasp.
All right, sounds good then. I guess I'll pass. Everything.
Let's see. Then the next person is Droop, and then following that will be Bear. But Droop goes ahead, and after being attacked, he's pissed off, and he screams, "Long live Cragmaw!" And he charges forward towards the priest. 20, 30 to be within melee range attack. Does his multi-attack. Whoa, he gets a nat 20 and an 8, so he gets
Hell yeah.
1 crit attack on the mage. Spellcasters and all of that. Definitely good clobber on his face bits. Shit, no, he is. This does not matter. It still hits. Spells can't save him now. he gets to deal 1 extra die of its damage as in addition to his crit damage. So his scimitar does a whopping 3d6 plus 2.
Nice. That's awesome.
Wow.
Right? Doing a total of 7 damage. Check that guy out. As the blade sinks into the arc priest, you notice that it doesn't seem to bleed. And it continues standing despite taking the hit. Yeah, that was both his attacks, so that means it is now Puber's turn.
All right. Well, I'm not too happy with this dude man here, with his fancy man catcher stick-em-a-bob. So I'm gonna take a nice mighty swing, kind of a rage swing, at him with my sword. 14.
14 against one of the regular ones hits.
Against the bigger fish.
I guess
Bigger
yeah, they
fish?
got the
The whip.
hook spear.
The whip
Right.
hits the whip too.
Oh, cool. Doing 6 damage. Phew.
6 damage. South. All right.
Calipers, and I'm gonna end him.
As your sword attack,
Yep.
6 damage. Your sword is in. You
Kinda like grip
notice the very injured fishman. All right. What else do you do with your turn? You've got movement. I don't know if you have any bonus actions.
I don't know, because I'm kind of holding off 2 dudes here.
Bear has several bonus actions,
Several bonus actions.
mostly buffs, for self or others.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if at the moment we really need them. I gotta remember what sanctuary.
Oh, I skipped.
Tell you what, for
Cool
now, I'm gonna
television
pass
too.
turn because I'm gonna focus on combat. So I'm yeah, for now I'm gonna pass.
All right. With that, Bear, we get our I was gonna say demonic, but really fiendish creatures of the Underdark.
Filthy heathen.
They're filthy mages making their attacks.
Hey,
What a bunch of jerks.
Disgusting. They should be ashamed.
So
On
gross.
the mages part? Oh, you don't think these mages are filthy? You think they're cool?
I mean, physically, they just came out of coffins, but
I mean, there's a little bit of nasty right there.
All right. See if I can do this. You see a glowing light come from the mage staff man that then leaves his body and causes the suit of armor and the sword to glow as well.
Which mage is this one? The one in the south or north?
North side.
Okay.
North side mage casts a spell and a green glow exudes from him and then shoots out to the other creatures in his area, and they seem to stand up. You notice that the that they both seem to right themselves and these inanimate objects seem prepared for battle. To the south, we see the same behavior from this creature.
Yes, Jesus.
As the priest lights up green, shooting out to both of these creatures. And they all glow and seem like the wounds that you have inflicted have now become.
Pew Bear is going to shoot them a very, just look. That's cheating. I mean, I'm going to do that, but that's still cheating.
How dare you also heal?
Cheating is what losers use to describe winning techniques.
Nice.
Being tactical in this fight? How dare you?
Unbelievable. All right. All right, but I do believe that moves us to Alison's turn.
All right, man, I really have like one spell slot left.
Oh man,
Yep.
I do apologize. During the Archpriest's turns, the water seems to stop flowing from the crypt. So what we would see would be that we no longer have water here and here, nor here. But technically, everyone everywhere else should have made a saving throw. I'm not going to worry about it because I skipped its turn, so that was a while ago. Taliesin, you're up. You're ankle deep in water.
All right. So, man, he just healed. I want to get rid of this stupid priest. I'm going to. So where's that thing? I guess it's part. Oh, dang it! Didn't mean to zoom in.
Jerk whispers.
Okay. So I'm going to, since I'm out, I'm pretty much out of. Well, I've got one spell left. As my action, I want to summon my big snake.
Oh, from the staff?
You what
Yeah.
now? Oh, wait.
I have a staff that can turn into a large snake. Yeah, I want to do that and sick it on the priest to go help. Droop try to kill this priest so we can stop all this magic bullshit.
All right, here's a snake for you. You throw it within 10 feet, right?
Yeah, I can throw it down within 10 feet, and then it says it becomes a giant constrictor snake, so it's not poisonous, but it still does damage. Acts on its own initiative count. I can return it to normal if I need to. I can move it if it's within 60 feet of me. I can direct it to do things, move around, attack things. So I guess I wouldn't be able to do anything with it this turn, I guess, because it has its own initiative.
Okay. Well, then it'll come after your turn. So I've been doing with Godwald's Familiar. So
I guess
when your turn's done, it can move.
Yeah. I want to, I guess, chance an attack of opportunity and back up
All right.
to there.
The flying sword takes its long sword attack at you. Ooh, with an 8.
That does not hit me.
It's not hit.
So
Well, 8 plus 3
I-
still doesn't hit. Yep.
I do a cool backflip, and it misses. I don't know. And then if it's the snake's turn, I would like to move the snake to this boy and try to grapple him to restrain him with the snake
All right. To the
to the mage.
suit arm. Oh, okay. I see it.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I
Alright.
guess I have to make an opposed grapple check.
Yeah, let's look at what a snake strength fire, but yeah, well, let's go from there. That's
So it has a oh shit. It has a strength of 19 point plus 4.
so plus 4. So roll d20 plus 4. Yeah.
Oh wait, hang. There we go.
Constrictors.
Oh, I almost had a nat 20 there.
I saw it watching that.
so-
I'm like, what?
It's an 18.
So the snake's making a
That
grapple
wins.
action.
Yeah, it's trying to constrict him basically.
Oh, so there's because it has a grapple attack.
Oh, it does have a yeah. So I guess it would be the constrict attack,
Oh yeah,
which
plus
is a
4 to hit.
plus 6. It's a plus 6 to hit.
Are you on a constrictor snake? Large.
I'm
beast
on the
and all?
giant constrictor snake, which is what the staff says it turns into.
Oh, okay. Giant constrictor. Oh, yep.
I think
No, yeah, different from
yeah.
constrictor snake.
The staff becomes a giant constrictor snake under your control.
Oh, I see it. I went to just constrictor snake,
Oh, okay. So
assuming that large beast was it, but this is actually a huge beast, which means
Yeah.
that this thing is big.
yeah.
It's a big
Um,
one.
So okay, so
There.
I've grappled it. It takes
So-
2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage, and the target is grappled. It has to make a DC of 16.
And that's all if a 20 hits.
Huh?
Yeah, and it does.
Yeah. So I guess I have to roll 2d8 plus 4.
Yeah. Roll that damage. This is essentially the damage that the creature takes as the snake coils around. It squeezes the
Yeah.
hold.
So it takes 10 damage and is restrained.
Yeah.
Grappled and restrained.
Yeah. Get him, snake. This guy can't snake me up inside.
Can't snake up.
Oh, rough.
Snake me.
And then he takes 10. All right. Do you have anything left on your turn or his turn?
No.
Then it is Godwald's turn. And Gabe, if Gabe is on the map.
No owl right now.
Okay. I
And
didn't
I'll
see it, but I wasn't sure.
I'll just keep trying to stab this rug until it stops trying to grab people.
Okay, the rug is currently wrapped around Sparkle Jam.
I thought she
Ooh, that's-
succeeded.
Oh, wait, that's right. All right, rug is not currently wrapped around Sparkle Jam. She is struggling a bit, pushing it off. Go ahead and make your attack.
Stab that rug.
That's a 12.
Meter beat, it hits.
And just that much piercing.
Tell me how much real fast. I'm in the other sheet.
Just 2 regular piercing.
2 piercing damage. You stab a sword into it?
Spear.
Spear? Stab a spear into it, and you notice that it
Yeah,
kind of
I grab.
punches a hole in the rug, but doesn't seem to really slow the rug down too much.
Yeah, I grabbed a spear back when we were in that cave. And they're just
Alright.
throwing spears. They were free.
They weren't throwing spears. They were free. No one was charging for them at all.
I marked them on the map.
You
And
did. You did. I remember that now.
that's really all I can do right now. So I'll pass.
All right. I feel like we skipped Jerk's turn. Between Pubert, did we go straight to Taliesin? Did I skip Jerk?
Yes.
You did go straight to Taliesin.
Yeah.
All right, let's real quick before we go past Godwald, pick up Jerk's turn. Hey, sorry, buddy.
That's
Also,
fine.
Whispers.
I know. It's going to be
right.
resolved right now.
All right.
So I rush up the steps and to this dude right here. And let's see, Taliesin and the bugbear are probably close enough to hear me just yell, "You want bloodlust, motherfucker? Here's some bloodlust. Just keep me alive." And I slash at this dude. Let's go with my... we'll do the dagger first.
That's a waterlogged pseudo armor.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
it's a little wet.
And there are gaps in it.
And I missed all of them. Okay, so that's a...
No, the armor is the thing, so the gap is the miss.
All right, so 2 plus something is not going to beat its AC.
No, 2 plus 6 is not going to beat an armor. Let's try with the rapier then.
Is that armor prone from the water, so it's an advantage attack?
It would be an advantage attack
Oh,
from where
good
you
call.
Then that's
Yeah.
so we could
this-
use this as
So-
the second dagger roll.
All right, yeah. So your first attack with advantage would be the 16 plus
Okay.
whatever your modifier is.
So it's 16 plus 6.
16 plus 6 hits. So
Okay.
you do that with your
1d
dagger on the first attack.
Okay, 1d4 plus 4. So 7 damage.
All right.
And
And would you like to add sneak attack dice to that?
I don't think I can.
Do you
Because-
it?
Oh, actually, it's prone, so I have
Are
advantage.
you-
Yeah.
Oh,
So 2d6. And then plus what? 2d6. Just 2d6.
yeah. So yeah, it's your D4 plus 2d6.
So that's another 7.
Top of a 3, 10 damage to the animated suit of armor.
Is there a mod in there?
No. Just 2d6.
This is your offhand attack you're kind of starting with.
Yep.
Okay.
And then my main attack with my rapier.
Mhm.
And you also hear me just say out loud, "And we're worthy vassals." And
Hmm.
that would be a 16, or no, 20, I think. Hold on.
That math works.
Yep, that's a 20.
That hits.
Okay.
Can you sneak attack this time? You used it your first time. You get
I
once
know.
per round.
Once per round. This
Awesome.
is a 1d8 plus 4. So 9.
9 more damage to the suit of armor. And we're worthy vassals.
And then I stop muttering to myself and I wait.
All right.
You ran straight
Wait.
past Talos and he heard the whole thing.
Right. So the first one was
Yeah.
10 damage. The second one was 5 plus 4, 9 damage.
Actually, the first one was 14 damage all in all.
No, you
No?
hit the dex once.
Right.
We leave that one at 10, and you use the +4 on the rapier
Okay.
as the main hand.
And so the next one was sorry.
So the first would be 10, and the second 9.
Thank you.
And that's with sneak attack once and dex once.
Mhm.
It all works out.
It's good that you've noticed that plates of the armor seem to have gone flying off, but it does still seem to be sort of flailing about despite no structure holding it up. You've just sort of knocked parts of its arm off, but it is still there lying around. You just knocked pieces of the armor away.
Cool. I'm doing damage.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for me.
All right. Then I will have a few 3 suits of armor, a rug, and a fishman to run through really quick on their attacks. So, through. Armor suit number
Switch
1.
back.
Now seeing this man, it floats back upright. Make sure that this time I remove the status off of it. Come on, status, you can do it. Go. Floats back upright and makes its double melee smash attacks in your direction. 10 and 10 both are a plus. Four, so 14 to hit, jerk.
Miss.
Both attacks miss as the arms without plates of armor in between them just seem to flail around your face. No weapon in hand, just trying to smash you. It can't seem to smash you. It wants to smash, but you're like, no, bro.
Yo, you trying to smash?
So my roommate and I talk about playing Smash Brothers all the time. Oh, you guys looking to smash? But here towards our, let's say, mid east west direction, we have some items coming. A
I gotta think of a name for my snake.
oh, my little snake was named Jubei. He was a good boy.
I mean, I have a snake. Her name's Nagini, but I feel like that's a bit on the nose. To name, I mean, I could name this one Nagini too.
What
Does it mean
is the
snake?
snake male or female?
Which one? My actual snake?
No, the fake snake.
I don't know. It's a staff.
Ooh. The item doesn't say, so it was probably decided
Yeah.
a long time
So,
ago
like, if I suggested
when
something
it was being made.
Mira or Gertrude. that would work.
Gertrude.
I like Gertrude.
Hell yeah, Gertrude's sweet. Down with that. Nagini is from
Dustin is the
Yeah.
is from
The-
Harry Potter.
And not from Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
The rug attempts to swirl around Godwald and grapple him, getting a 16 to hit Smother. So that misses, right?
Is it an attack or a grapple?
This is a weapon attack.
Then it does not hit.
It's not hit. All right.
Nice.
16 misses. And then that leads us back towards one more fishman who's going to attack Bear. Oh my god.
Ah,
That was really loud and scared me.
Yes, it was.
It was metal on glass. It was terrifying to me. But with a just very angry 17 attacks Bear. Does that hit?
that does not hit. That's total, right?
Not hit. That was total. That was
Right.
with the spear. So it just keeps this little fish man just keeps jabbing its spear at you and screaming. Just trying to trying to run you through, but he can't manage.
You love making that noise.
It's like the only like original noise I felt like I've made this whole time, so I'm doing it.
Before
Are
this
these-
campaign, I didn't know what drowning on dry land sounded like.
Are these things essentially just murlocs?
I mean, we
Maybe.
talked about it a little bit. I
take
mean, like,
that.
Dead murlocs?
are Murlocs essentially Kuatoa? I'm not sure which one came first. I'm gonna guess the D&D one.
Probably.
Right, but I mean, wait, it's 5e, so maybe not because WoW was pre-5e, right?
Yeah,
Just the
but
background.
So maybe
But
this might be
Murlocs
Murlocs.
also date back to like first edition D&D in the 80s.
Wait, Murlocs were in D&D? I thought Murlocs were a WoW thing. Also,
They're-
Sparkle Gem.
I'm
It's your
pretty sure
turn.
Murlocs are also a D&D thing. It's my turn. What's the rug doing again? Just chilling?
Oh, it just tried to swirl around Godwald to
Okay.
grab him and put him inside, but I'm assuming something like fighting it off with the spear, making it risk yet another cut. It was unable to grapple him.
I wonder if a charm person spell would work on this damn rug. Like, can it be charmed even though it's not a person?
Charm person says humanoid, and this is certainly not that.
Fair.
It doesn't work on goblins or bugbears either, because those are goblinoids. We had this discussion once.
Listen, my brain is not all here today, so
Wait, charm person not working on goblinoids?
Yeah, it only works on humanoids.
Oh, it just says humanoids. Okay. Yep. But I mean, I feel like there are other things that you have that you could do something similar with.
to what charm person?
I mean, achieve your same goal.
I mean, I could cast color spray and blind the damn thing.
You can certainly try.
you could try.
Or
Does it
even
have
better
eyes?
yet,
It is a carpet. It does not have eyes.
Can it show me the world?
yeah, but you can still blind a creature without eyes. It's a status alignment. It's not like it
Unless
cuts
it
off
has-
their like sense of.
It's free to see the world. I don't know if it's.
I don't know.
No, I'm free to see the world.
I don't
I
know.
haven't read the whole Monster Man. I don't know how blind sight, true sight, whatever the heck works, but it's a rug and it knows where we are.
Right.
That's all that's combat relevant for me.
Set it on fire.
I don't know if it has wisdom less or an intelligence less of 4 though. Like it's a rug. I don't see it being that smart.
It may not be.
You know what
Hey,
sounds
man.
the same in every language?
Do you want to?
It's your spell slot.
Do you want to Arcana check to see if
Yeah, burn it.
inanimate rugs, magically animated, are intelligent?
gonna say,
Yeah.
do
I
you have
mean,
any way
they're
of-
not going to be intelligent. That's like common sense, right?
You can. I mean, but you can throw your like
Yeah, I'll
interaction
check.
down on that kind of check, right?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that just to see.
I was gonna say, do you have any way to
come
like
on.
burn it?
No, I don't have any fire
Ah.
spells. And I already double checked my inventory. I don't have any oil. So I can't, throw oil on it and then toss a torch on it.
Well, dang.
We
I've
did talk
already-
about how it was soaked from the water running.
So
Oh, that's true, you did
23 on Arcana.
All right, yeah, no, you would understand that this creature is probably like following a set of commands rather than being intelligent itself. Like it actually might be quite unintelligent. Might just be barely dumb.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So instead, I don't leave Godwald here by himself to deal with this rug. But I also don't want to keep standing next to the damn thing. So, use my bonus action to disengage. And then run away over to this pillar. And I'll guess I'll just shoot the damn thing with my crossbow.
Okay. So your
Uh-huh.
interaction to try and remember what you know about magical inanimate objects. You remember like this thing's probably not very
Yep.
smart.
Use my bonus to
Bonus action,
disengage,
yeah.
and then use my action to attack.
All right, go for it.
Uh, 15?
15 hits.
So
And
1d8
take some sneak
plus-
attack
Yep, 1d8.
because I'm right there.
Yeah, I know how my sneak attack works.
1d8 and 2d6.
Plus my 2d6. $16 damage total in piercing.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's a lot
yeah,
better at
so-
stabbing things than I am.
Yeah, so as you fire a crossbow bolt from almost behind cover, but not quite from where you're standing, you do notice that the bolt pierces through several layers of the rug, like tearing and fraying and shredding up portions of it. And as it's moving around, you see that you actually ended up putting several holes in it.
Sweet. Then I'll end my turn because I can't do crap else.
All right.
Because I've used everything, all the things.
Oh, I found a very cool fact.
Hmm.
This says that Shrine of the Kuo-toa was the second module released for first edition.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've been in this since the beginning.
Yeah.
These ancient creatures. Oh, so we.
Ancient
So.
creatures harking back from at least the 80s.
Yeah. They've been around since
Hey.
the 80s.
In
78.
game time? In game
Wait,
time, that's an
73?
eternity.
That is
Yep.
true. 50
Or
years.
is it a very short
year.
period of time? Because one.
Or has the plane been destroyed and rebuilt multiple times?
Yeah, multiple sessions can encompass 1 hour's worth of time. So has it only been? Yeah. Anyways.
They recently just evolved.
Yeah.
Ew.
How strange. Also, Droop. King Droop screams out. What is it? Something about blood and bones and guts.
Typical Droop.
You will suffer for all you have done. And he takes several strikes at the restrained mage inside the snake. So he's gonna stab at it with scimitars. He gets advantage on these attacks. It's gonna double up. And he gets nat 20 and a 14
Damn.
plus. Where'd it go? He gets a 14 plus 5. So 19. Both hit. So he does his just slash, stab into this into this creature, and that means he's going to get his. One of them has an extra d6, so his 2d6 plus 2, but then also one more of his attacks gets a 3. So he does a total of 11 damage to the priest, stabbing him inside the snake and just managing not to hit the snake just expertly, like he's grown very accustomed to these scimitars. Yeah, 11. All right, cool. Good troop. And then that means it's P Bear's turn.
All right. After seeing the one dude do some glowing, thank you. I'm gonna
Making everyone else glow.
Yeah, you guys right here. I'm gonna be like, hey, look, check out this glowing, and I'm going to be casting divine favor on myself as a bonus action.
All right.
I'll be like, yeah, you see this glowing? Not a lot of people can do that. You want some of this glowing? I'm gonna smack this guy with a little bit of my glowing. That's a 16.
Which one of the two was it?
Oh,
The big
That
one.
one? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, to the south. All right.
Yep.
16 hits.
All right. So, oh boy, entire 6 damage there. So 9 damage total.
Total with a whip.
That's what a sword sounds like. That's what a sword actually sounds like. Actually,
Yes.
despite the movie, what movie magic will tell you, which is incorrect. You should hear my library of spaceship sounds.
as it takes your sword damage to it, maybe a nice pluck or a slash in there. I'm not sure. It seems fairly injured from your attack. Just kind of barely holding on to its pincer staff.
Ooh. A formidable opponent. And I'm going to get my notepad out so I can make sure to mark how many rounds this has lasted.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm well behind where I should be on marking those rounds. I apologize. All of your stuff lasts longer than it should because I forgot to record the number of turns.
Nice. Lucky us.
Do we-
All right. Do you remember how many it was, Oz?
Do we have anything running?
I don't think so. I think that might be the first one.
Yeah, I don't have anything running this combat.
Yeah, my snake is just kind of goes until I tell it to come back or it dies.
Well, it's about. We've been in here 2 sessions. I think we're probably about
I'd say 6 rounds.
six or I was gonna say 7, but six rounds sounds
7.
6 or 7 rounds. It is wildly important for no good reason. But anyways, Pubert, do you have anything left for your turn? Is there something you want to do?
No, 'cause that's my bonus action. That's my standard action.
All
I
right.
hate to say it, that's about it. I should have probably thunder smited this guy. All right, but yeah, unfortunately that's it for me for now.
All right. Well, that will leave us with two of these mages and then Jerk's turn. As our mage towards the north moves, the water following everyone's underneath their footsteps, it actually dissipates. So that goes and This guy. Oh shit!
oh.
Let's not do that. There you go.
That's worse.
Is he moving? Because he is currently wrapped up by a giant snake.
I just lost the coffin lid layer.
And this is literally like the flow of water
Oh, I thought you
flowing
said
down towards the
that
place.
he
Yeah.
was moving. My bad.
Yeah, this is the water that was moving is out from underneath your feet. Basically, like there was this round where it kind of pushed up and bubbled up and caused a bunch of pushback into these areas
Yeah.
towards this hole in the center of the center of the map. But
Could you push the layout to the bottom of the map layer?
yeah, I'm doing it. But thank you. So got those down. Those should be. It should show us only as a certain amount. There, so I watch for this reload. All right, cool. He is restrained, which means that he cannot. His speed is 0. Obviously, he's held. Attack rolls against him have advantage. Then it would be the same and vice versa. You would have disadvantage on dex saving throws. Makes sense. It's being held. And he gets his turn. So the snake, he
Mhm.
holding in his staff, casts spell towards it. Hold person. The snake has to make a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
Okay.
It's got to be his DC of 14.
Okay. Oh, I
Wait.
guess. Yeah. Well.
And he casts spells while restrained and grappled.
He can. He's not
So there-
silenced, muted, or.
Well, here's the thing: is if it needs so, was it
Oh, if he's
somatic
like a
components? He can't move his hands,
gesture?
so yeah, he wouldn't be able to cast hold person if it causes. And even then, how would he get his materials out of his pockets? I'm not trying to like.
No. Well, you don't have to get them out. You have to have them.
No, they're
but I
supposed
can
to be in your
see that-
hands.
alright. Oh, you want to make that the rule for all you guys?
No, I don't.
literally
But
it's not,
I'm not
but we can
saying
do it.
following the rule.
We can do it. We're going to do it.
No, I don't want to do that
I'm on the
crap.
forums, and
It's a very quick backpedal.
So throw it out
I said
there.
technically speaking. I never said that it was our house rules.
I'm saying technically is the best kind of correct, and so could be, but
I'm on
it's
the
a matter
roll.
of like making.
I'm on the
judgment. Can
forums,
they
and there
move
are
at all?
several other conditions that specify incapacitation that this does not.
Yeah, he's not incapacitated. He can take actions. He just can't move. His speed is
Yeah.
0. You have advantage on attacking him. He has disadvantage on dex saving.
Would he want to paralyze a snake that is on him?
He's trying. If he's
Well,
done
if
it,
it
you have to make a
works-
wisdom saving throw.
I mean, I did. It was a 9, so I failed.
Didn't beat the 14. All right.
Yeah.
So he has managed to freeze the creature that is holding him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it might not have been the greatest idea in this ancient tombed fishman's life, but he did it. And he has frozen the giant constrictor snake surrounding him.
I guess I can't bite him.
But that doesn't let him out of the restrained condition, but he can attempt to push his way out after this with his strength. So we'll see if his 7 plus 2. No, 7 plus 3 gets him out is 10. I don't.
No.
Well, I guess it would be like against the snake. He would have like. disadvantage.
The snake's attack lists a default 16 escape check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, he can't make the escape, especially while it's frozen. So he is still held within it, but the snake is also frozen.
Yeah, the snake just can't attack him.
Right. He can't get out of where he's at either.
Well, they're just both in a pickle now.
Yeah.
Well, a mighty fine pickle I've got myself into.
It might have been a very, short period of time where things happened, and he chose a spell and then, didn't go his way.
Maybe he might have freaked out because there's a giant snake on him.
And I mean, like, it's not even giant. It's huge. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy how big the fucking snake is.
I mean, you sold me the staff.
I didn't sell you the staff. I believe there
You
was
didn't
some
buy the
traveling
staff.
salesman who sold you the staff.
In D&D Beyond, there is a hyperlink in the Staff of the Python description that leads to giant constrictor snake.
Yeah.
I guess
Why that's
actually,
not on the character
technically,
sheets, I don't know.
I think you guys bought me the staff.
Yes,
Didn't
yes,
you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jerk and I specifically did.
Yeah. I
But-
appreciate it.
It was because we set you on fire.
Yeah, we
that-
felt bad for
so,
like
Southcaster?
blowing you up.
Southcaster? Yep. Southcaster is going to. You guys can keep chatting. It's fine. I'm not going to stop you to go all
trying to-
crazy.
Oh man, we gotta catch Cubera up on all this stupid crap we did once we get out of this combat.
Yeah. I feel like that'd be a good role playing opportunity too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
It's my favorite kind of opportunity.
Really? Because mine's an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're rogues, so
I get it.
All right. The mage to the south raises his staff. It glows red and fires out a mote of flame towards Pubert.
Oh,
You have to make a Dex saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
I have a thing for this. I have to reread it.
I'm listening.
So, you aren't incapacitated. I can add my shield's AC bonus to any Dex saving throw. I don't know if that was.
Nice.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, all right. What is
Aw.
your
So
what is your
-1
shield
from
bonus on
Dex
it?
and +2 from Shield. So Total
So,
of +1 to the
mighty
roll.
4.
Yeah, so you got a 4.
Oh.
Totally makes it.
All right. Well, he hits you with his. He hits you with his. What's they call it? A bright white mote of flame, for a grand total of 8.
Oh
I mean,
no!
I mean, 8 radiant damage. I'm so sorry to hear of your loss.
All right, I might be lay on hands a little bit. Oh, the light kind of burns. Why does it burn so?
I know it's radiant. It's radiant too. You just like
Yeah. You
Yeah,
don't have like a
we'll
resistance
move.
to that? I guess maybe not.
Nah,
sli-
a very sudden
sunburn.
onset sunburn.
Right, which makes it Jerk's turn.
I just went. You sure it's my turn again? Yeah, I guess it is. We skipped.
Yeah,
it.
Wait,
you were
Yeah,
supposed-
because
You were
Yeah.
supposed to go
Yeah,
before me last
your
time.
previous act was half a round late, so it feels like it's only been half a round. It has.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go rapier first, right into this armor's guts. What the hell just happened there?
I don't know.
I had 2 dice just fly across my screen.
You may have not seen Puber's attack roll until now.
Oh, yeah.
Because you just clicked back over to the map.
Roll 20's
Ah.
been acting weird for the last month or more.
All right. Well, did that whisper come before or after I made that decision?
After.
Okay. All right. So 9 plus 6. 15.
15 on the animated arbor that's
yeah.
rotating right in front of you
Yeah.
does not hit.
Okay.
Your dagger hits metal flying armor and then does no damage to it and seems to knock any part of it in no way away from your attack.
All right. Well then. All right. So I say I disengage as my bonus action, and I move up here next to Droop, and I say, is this close enough? And then I end my turn.
All right. With that, brings us to the two Whipson and Taliesin. So our man to the south with his pincer's staff will take another attempt to try and restrain this obvious mountain of a man who is tearing through all of his fishy friends to the south. And he will do that with 2 attacks. First, with his pincer staff, an attempt to grapple and hold you in place. A +4 to hit. Pubert. He is at a 17 to hit.
That misses.
Oh, 17 hits misses. Oh my god, I'm never gonna hit anything.
Jeez.
All right. With that, then he makes his bite attack. The giant, sharp maw of teeth in a direction. Gets a nat 20. That's right. Sometimes I can hit 2. So a 24 total. Sometimes I can hit 2. And will be. I mean, that hits, right? I mean, if 24 doesn't miss for some reason,
That hits.
please. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming Pubert. I'm sure there could be a reason why. You know,
I
like
mean,
magical spell, super.
That would
super
even meet it with
Sounds
shield.
Oh, it's
So
scary, I guess. But it does 2d4 plus 2 for a total of 9 damage to Pubert.
all right, he
Bites-
stepped away. We'll
bites
need
you.
that in the chat.
Super sharp teeth. 9 damage to Pubert. Put in the chat. Do we need to take a break for a cigarette and putting child to bed since he's
Yes.
gone and then come
It
back?
is 9 p.m.
Yes, I gotta wait for my foot to wake up real quick though. I can't walk.
Noted.
Somebody carry me outside so I can smoke a cigarette. Oh, it's so asleep. It hurts.
Sorry, I
How
heard
much damage did you say?
9.
I heard a huge unidentifiable thump I had to go check on.
Well, it's almost 9 o'clock, so we were talking about breaking it so that way things could happen.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's basically like it's time to put the kid to bed, take a second
Well,
break.
yeah.
On.
Summer break.
Oh.
Oh
okay.
yeah, that's a thing that still happens.
All right. Well then, I
Alright.
mean, if we could remember 9 damage to him.
He's
No,
back.
he's back.
now.
Oh, he's
Alright.
back.
You took 9 damage.
Oh, I did?
No, Pubert,
Not
sorry.
Chris.
You bear.
Ooh,
Motherfucker.
I like shit.
This is a dangerous place to be. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
Jared, you have your You're speaking as a 100 by 5 foot wall.
Oh, but it's still a whisper, right?
I cannot see any actions being taken by a 100 by 5 foot wall in the chat.
Aha! Victory!
And to Bear, I suggest you spend your next action using all your lay on hands on yourself.
Oh yeah.
Just keep touching yourself.
It's gonna be a lot
repeatedly.
more glowing. A lot more.
Because it's only one action and it's all 20 points.
I
gonna
play a
determine
wiz-
that.
I play a wizard in my other game. I have a lot of touch spells, but her like flaw is like carnal pleasures. So every time that I do a touch spell, it's like Aerie touches herself, and it's just I laugh. I laugh. Like, giant dweeb.
Nice.
Because every time we touch, you get this feeling, and that feeling is lightning damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
Sometimes it's a shield spell. Sometimes it's other things, but yeah. It's feeling, and I just can't help.
Shocking grasp.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
Well,
good.
were we
It's
gonna
fine.
take a quick break then?
Sounds like it.
All right. I'll put the.
Yeah, I think so. And then we'll pick up with Taliesin when we come back.
Cool.
Unless Taliesin wants to take his turn really fast, then we can do Godwald, and then we can take a break.
He's already gone.
All right, cool.
So
We'll
is
do
anybody
it.
else going
break
to
time.
Origin?
I want you to tell me more about it when I get back.
I'll be there.
I'm,
Wait, is it this weekend? Like
Yeah.
upcoming?
It is the same weekend as Pride in Columbus.
it totally snuck up on me.
Yeah, it totally stuck up on me as well because I was going to try and get off work and everything for it, but that's not happening now.
Isn't this the week that you're doing to make up for a different vacation?
Wait, what?
Was that you or someone else telling me that story? They had to work like a lot of hours to make up for a vacation or something.
Oh, that was me. I
Is it this
got Saturday, Sunday, today, and tomorrow off. Because I was going to go to a wedding on Saturday, but then I had a complete psychological breakdown on Friday, making it so I was unable to handle being around 200 strangers Saturday.
But making it that you needed the Saturday off for a different reason.
Well, right, so I still needed the weekend off. But yeah, I ended up working 10 days solid, 8 hours each day. Some days were 9 hours, just so I could get a weekend off.
And now you're going to be back to your regular schedule on Wednesday when the con starts?
Unfortunately.
What con?
Origins Game Fair, the Columbus
Oh.
Convention, Wednesday through Sunday of this week.
Yeah, I should just like call into work saying that I'm slowly dying.
So is the chicken.
I'm
You'll be in good company.
I mean, if you want to be technical, we're all slowly dying, so I should be lying to them.
Smash
survivability
cut.
rate from everybody given a long enough time. Like,
Smash cut to a bleached white skeleton.
Yeah.
I was at least hoping to get in some Keyforge tournaments, but apparently, holy shit, do they have some Keyforge tournaments?
I believe that.
There's a lot. I don't know how to compete. I'm a terrible
I am
gamer.
getting a lot of.
While the GM is gone, are these whispers making any sense to you guys? Why we have to whisper back and forth yet?
It's some shady
feeling
crap that you
something's happening.
stole off of the Necromancer. Like, I already figured that out.
Something's messing with you.
If he has a book, I want it.
No, it's
actually, I do have a book.
Points.
I've got a book, but I
We'll
don't know
discuss
what
it
it
when we're not in
is.
constant combat. You want to
Alright,
make
but
me an
I'll be
offer
back.
later? You
I'm
can.
gonna go smoke that cigarette real quick. And besides,
But
Oh.
Jared just
my
got
foot
back.
just woke up. My foot just woke up.
You
Okay.
didn't go before when I said go.
I tried
Now
to
I'm gonna
stand up
wait
and
until-
almost fell on
Just
my
wait,
face. Okay.
Just go.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Come, you're still here.
We're smoking doors. I don't care what happens inside your house.
But yeah, if you bring 2 decks
kidding.
down to Columbus, and I'll just play.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't. So here's my thing: is that I don't have an actual pass because I've really.
No,
smoked a
I'm
lot.
not saying this week. I'm saying anytime.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I need to hang out with people more.
What part of town are you in?
Arlington.
What? Arlington.
It's okay.
I don't know where that is actually.
would I be able to tell like how? I feel like Droop's probably okay. Would I be able to tell how like Jerk's doing as far as like?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Jerk to like see is he bloodied, is he
Yeah, is he like messed up?
is he just like bruised, what's going on?
Yeah.
I think if you looked at Droop, you would probably feel like he's actually doing pretty well after, there was some damage he took, but then damage I think you healed, and then
Yeah, I did heal him once.
just a little bit more damage. So
And I
he's
healed him once.
If you've
he's
been
looking pretty
watching,
all right.
if you've been watching me in the last couple seconds, you probably see me flinch pretty heftily.
What? So you're injured?
Yeah, I am now. Yeah.
All right. So I will go ahead and the only thing I have left really is a level 1 healing word. So let's see here. That is 1d4. 3, 6. I'll give you 6 health points to Jerk.
Thank you so much.
And So okay, is this suit of armor still alive at all? Did he kill that
Yes.
thing? Okay, and then
Some
just like
some of the pieces actually like picked up off the ground and reassembled themselves into him as a green glowing spell was cast out to him and the sword.
okay. I don't think I have any sort of. Oh wait, I guess I could do. How far can I throw this? 30 feet. That's probably further than 30 feet. Not gonna lie. Yep.
Oh, you're close. Yeah,
Almost.
you can move forward though.
I guess
Those
I
are all
will-
dead. You could take a step.
Yeah. Well, okay, so oh wait, healing word is a bonus action for me, so that
Yeah.
didn't take my action. So I guess
Cool.
I will step. I'm gonna move up here. Well, let's see. Can I move up? Can I reach him from there? Yes. So I'm gonna
Alright.
do that, and then I will do produce flame and throw a fireball at him.
Yeah, a little mote of flame shoots out from your hands towards the character. I think it's a spell attack though, right? So you got to beat some AC.
It is
With it-
a produce flame.
If it is,
Is
then
it
you
a
have
spell?
advantage on it because he's if it's spell attack. Like it's your spell modifier plus your spell
Yeah.
attack. Then
Yeah.
you have advantage on it because he's restrained.
Okay. Yes. And then I think I have. Would I have? Do I have proficiency in this because it's a wisdom-based thing, or?
Oh wait, is it not a spell attack? It's a wisdom save.
It's a ranged spell attack, and the character sheet is saying to use your proficiency and your whiz.
Okay. So it'd be +5 plus an additional 3. So
That
plus
3
8.
is the whiz.
Yeah, that's the bonus
Yeah.
on it. So your total is +5.
Okay, I see. I'm just trying to make sure that
Which is-
I
Yeah,
have
it's pretty
got that
high.
right.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Okay. So I will throw this fireball. So 15 to hit.
On the
You do it-
caster.
You do it twice.
Oh
You do it
wait,
twice.
yeah, no, I did
Advantage.
not. Give me that 20. Give me. Well, that's an unnatural 20.
All right. Well,
Be
it
careful what you
definitely
wish
hits
for.
Right. So he takes 1d8. So he takes a 6. And I think does he? No, he doesn't catch on fire. I don't think, does he? It is a ranged spell attack, so you were right on that. Yeah, no, he just takes 1d8 fire damage.
So the total was
Oh, there's no mod on this damage.
No, it was 6 damage. I was
Oh,
just trying to
okay.
see. I couldn't remember if
Oh,
he
cantrip,
if he
got it.
catches on fire or not, but doesn't look like he does.
Yeah, most of them aren't unless it's the actual like fireball or the lightning spell. Both do
Yeah.
those, and then above those as well. But anyways, yeah, you do some more damage to this Archpriest.
Does that affect the snake at all since it's fire?
No, my snake
No.
is fine.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, it's an attack on one character and not the other. It's not an AOE effect like the actual fireball is. Like fireball does AOE. It's a huge,
We have learned.
huge area. Yeah, it's bad news, bears. But that does mean that if that's your turn and you're not moving from there, then it is Godwald's turn.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
Okay,
sorry.
so there's a.
It is
so
my
there-
snake's turn actually, but he's paralyzed.
Oh.
But do I need to make a wisdom save for him?
You could make a wisdom save because if he succeeds, then the next turn he could do like constricting bludgeoning damage to the character.
Yeah. So he needs to be
And
what,
it'll
a
be-
13 or 14?
Archpriest is a 14.
Crap. I don't think he has. He
That's-
doesn't have a plus. It's a 13.
Giant constrictor snake
Uh-huh.
has a +0.
That's close.
Just barely doesn't do it.
Yeah, that's close though. But that was his save, so he's still okay. Yeah. So then that's the end of his turn. So it's Godwald.
Okay, so crazy stuff happening in the north. Bear visibly doing things in the south. I'd like to help
Okay.
him, but there's this rug, and also there's a sword sneaking up behind me.
Mm-hmm. You do see it come floating your direction.
The water near me hasn't really changed.
Did we?
The,
No, we did the round where it came
yeah,
out.
you've
Okay,
progressed it correctly both times. Like the water, I can see the water on the far side of the room is starting to just be draining.
Yep. Basically, it's all just kind of running down towards that drain. Seems as if someone had thought of this ahead of time. It was almost planned.
Uh, does that work?
Hmm?
Just gotta reread a spell. Yeah, I'll try it. I'd like to toll the dead on the rug.
Okay. The rug is injured. So he has to make a wisdom save of
14.
14 minus 4.
The rug has a -4.
It gets a 3 total. Does not make it. How much
All right.
damage?
And I roll damage. I roll 7 necrotic damage on the rug.
7 damage. As you cast this spell, the tone of the dead ringing in the rug's ears, it tears its existing holes up as it attempts to writhe and move away from something that it just literally can't even move away from. But in its agony, it damages itself, and it seems pretty torn up at this point.
All right. So I've witnessed 25 damage done to the rug. You're saying it's now visibly damaged?
Yeah, no, like your
Seriously,
spell
so?
caused it to writhe around and, like I said, like tear itself a bit more. Now it's even more.
All right, then
More fragmented.
I'll step to the far side of the rug from the floating sword
All right,
and pass the turn.
all right. That means I've got some baddies to go through before I get back to Sparkle Gem and Droop. I'll run through a few of them real quick here. Some flying swords, animated armor, rugs, and one angry fishman. Let's see, this suit of armor moves space forward and uses his 2 attacks to throw down towards Taliesin with a 5 and an 8 plus 4, so a 9 plus an 8. Wait, is it plus 4? Might be plus 3, I apologize. Plus 4, so a 9 and a 12 to hit. I don't believe either of those melee attacks hit.
They do not.
The sword moves closer towards Jerk and Droop to attack Droop. This is plus 3, 15. I don't actually believe that hits the Goblin King. Just misses. So it swings around and comes real close to our, I was going to say demon friend's head, but it's the, what are you called? What is your race, Jerk? Oh my god.
Tiefling.
Tiefling?
Your tiefling's friend's head goes swooping across several ways, but just barely missing the both of you. Two and 3 and 3. Sword
That's
moves
gonna-
towards Godwald and takes an attack with a
Focus.
9, misses.
There we go.
And a flying sword floats up a flight of stairs and takes its long sword attack towards Taliesin with a 14.
That
And
misses.
misses. Yeah. And all right. And then I believe one more angry fishman will spear towards Hubert with a 8 plus 3, 11, which misses. If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And that brings us back up to the top of the order with Sparkle Gem. While actually, I do apologize. Where is my jerk? There it is. What a jerk. Everyone who sees this sphere encompass them. I don't know. You should all be able to see that, right?
The
I don't see a spear.
I don't either. The whole room just lit up.
Yeah, the whole room should light up. You saw the room light up. Anyone else see a bright yellow color come up to all of you except for Hubert?
No.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Okay. All right.
There it
If
is.
everyone doesn't see it, everyone who essentially isn't Hubert feels a sense of nausea, like you're kind of off balance, like a person who gets on a boat but can't take seasickness to any degree. You all feel this nausea, and any spells you have in the sense of concentration end, and any magic that you may have been applying or done something is gone.
So that
Wow.
ends divine favor. Does the snake turn back into a staff?
The snake turns back into a staff. The armor turns
it?
back. The armor turns into just a simple set armor. It falls to the ground, immovable. My goodness, what else?
The swords and shield.
The swords and shields within the same area do the same. Fall to the ground as if they are no longer a threat. Cancel it. Cancel all of them. Like I said, the snake staff is gone.
Oh no.
But it just turns back into a staff. The floating scepter disappears. Like I said, the swords fall to the ground, prone. The armor falls to the ground, prone.
What did you do?
One man stands upright. Oh man. No, shoot. Sorry, I'm trying to like move all of the things to the appropriate layer at the same time. I'm very slowly doing it correctly. Can't seem to move that one. Won't let me.
Hmm.
Swords, like I said, swords falling to the ground.
Let's see.
Yeah,
That
and
makes
then
sense.
that puts us at who's the last turn we just finished off with?
It was
The baddies, and then
oh, yeah.
Sparkle Gem.
I-
Sparkle Gem.
I have one thing to say in the resolution of this. Jerk, would you be willing to use your reaction to catch the staff that the snake just poofed itself into?
Yeah, I can do that.
I
All right,
would
then we
like
don't need to
have
mark it on
that
the map.
back.
He used his action and his
Gertrude, no.
bonus action. But you're saying like his reaction to try to grab the staff as it falls?
Yeah. When the snake poofs out, the staff reappears in an empty space where the snake was, which one of those is next to Jerk.
I'm gonna say he's just far enough away from it that if he wants to like dive towards the ground and be prone in order to catch the staff, dex save. If not, he gets to watch the staff fall to the ground.
We'll do it.
All right,
Oh,
dex saving throw.
you gonna
D20 beat a
catch my
10.
snap?
10 plus 6, 16.
You
Oh,
manage to dive forward 5 feet and grab the staff before it hits the ground.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I'm prone.
Mm-hmm.
I will come help you.
Back down. But yeah, you actually see basically all of the inanimate objects that came to life in your sight range, Sparkle Gem, fall down to the ground in pieces. The suits of armor that I think you can see at least one of just falls into pieces. It just it seemed to be briefly held together by nothing as it was moving forward, but that nothing seems to have come apart, and whatever magics were holding it together have disappeared, and it drops down to the ground empty. And it is your turn.
Before my turn, could I use my reaction to do an Arcana check to see if I know what caused all this?
Sure.
Like if it was a spell or.
Yep.
On the wave.
I remember. You can remember that old interaction means if you use it, you can't tell everybody what you did.
Yeah. So 15.
Yeah. You feel this. I'll whisper it to you.
Sweet.
Hmm.
I just have to go. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess I gotta see something quick before I do anything else. Uh, 10. Move there. Use my crossbow and shoot. Which one of these two down here looks more injured?
Well, one of them is obviously bigger.
I've been
Doesn't
attempting
matter
to
about
bring them up.
size when it comes down to who has taken more damage, though.
I think the bigger one
Yes.
has been what I've been focusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the bigger one with the scarier weapons seems to have more wound, although neither of them seem to be particularly bleeding very much. Almost
Okay.
as if blood doesn't seem to be flowing through their veins.
Well,
Good.
I mean, they're undead, aren't they?
It's just tartar sauce.
Anywho, I'll use my crossbow and shoot him.
This Szechuan sauce.
Use my crossbow, shoot at him. Do. Natural 19 plus 3 is 22.
Nice.
That would hit.
So 1d8 plus 1 plus sneak attack damage. Do 5 plus 2d6. 13 damage total.
Whoosh. How do you kill this guy?
Oh, finally.
Right?
One of them dies.
I'll say the crossbow just plunged into his gill on the side of his neck, causing his esophagus, his entire breathing system to shut down, and he falls to the ground, gasping for breath, slowly
couldn't-
dying.
Couldn't breathe and just
Yeah,
and dies.
and dies.
Fuck you, guy. Dead.
Sweet,
Dead
sweet death.
Dead dude.
All right, that was your some movement and action.
That was 10 movement, action. And then I'll take 10 feet back and use my bonus action to, well, I guess I can't hide there, really, from these things.
Maybe go a little farther south.
Yeah,
over
go
here.
down here and then use my bonus action to hide.
Yeah, you could hide from this stuff over here.
Yeah, hide off from all this crap down this way.
All right, roll it. Because I got, let's see, it's 1, 2, 1.
14.
One of them definitely doesn't see you.
And then, yeah, that would be everything I could do.
All right. That will bring us to Droop, the Goblin King, followed by Pubert. You're coming up next. Oh, let's see. Up here on our north side, Droop, having attacked a fishman who is briefly inside a gigantic snake, which seemed to disappear. Oh, also, I suppose the fiend that had appeared before that
Oh, yeah.
dissipated, as well as the weapon that same caster had summoned, both disappeared with the attacks, and Droop throws down, just drops both scimitars, raises his fists above his head in a, intertwining his fingers together and brings them down onto the this fishman in front of him. This multi-attack doing
Smush 'em.
15 and 16 plus his bonuses. Means he does
Damn.
20 and 21, both hit.
Fuck.
So he does 2d6 plus 4 damage. So he does 8 plus 4, he does 12 damage to the man on the ground. So he just throws both of his hands into a kind of like flurry of blows to inflict as much damage as possible on this guy. And as that kind of field had appeared, and as you guys might have remembered, like the magic kind of built up a brick wall around each of those casters. Once it happened, that disappeared, and then Droop seems to like come in and take advantage of it, doing all 12 damage to the character. Arc Priest.
Nice.
Arc Priest gonna take it down.
Jeez.
Oh wait, I did that wrong. Shit. Oh shit. I just fucked it up. I'm sorry. Just messed up that thing a bunch. God damn it, Jared.
It's okay.
Go
I
away,
forgive
GeForce
you.
experience. I'm trying to click things. And you're jumping up in my screen because I'm hitting the wrong combination of buttons at a time. There we go. That mage seems to be very injured. All magic dissipating. It seems to have a light in its eyes that screams fear as it
Good.
falls backwards. And then I believe that puts us at Bear's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna slap myself awake.
Was it Pubert or Sparkle?
Oh, good question.
Didn't she just have her turn?
Did you have
Yes.
your turn? Okay.
Yeah, she
She
killed,
shot that rug.
All right, cool. I got
No,
distracted.
I
I'm
shot
sorry.
the bat.
The what?
I didn't shoot the rug. I killed the one to do the magic.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I'm let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and blow through my lay on hands bowl and kind of smack myself in the face to heal myself 20 HP because I'm hurting pretty bad.
All right. So you touch yourself just enough to heal.
Just enough. A finger goes right up the nose. An ET
The nose.
finger goes right up the nose. And I'll make eye contact with the remaining fish man as my cuts and wounds start to seal up a little bit. I'm gonna fish around in there.
Little
Kind of give him a look like,
little intimidation interaction round.
that could be fun.
All right, go ahead and roll it. What is
I'll roll my
what's it come
intimidation.
down to?
Do I have an intimidation?
You do.
So 16 total. Never thought I'd intimidate a
Swedish
creature
man.
with my finger up my nose.
So he gets like a 7 on top of his bonus. He's the total. So he gets a 9 total. So basically, like as you jam your finger up your nose and start wiggling that around there to clean out, says as your wounds are just healing, the fishman kind of realizes that even in your injured state, you don't seem too concerned about the damage that you've taken. And it
That's
strikes a chord of fear within him.
Like, yeah, that's right. You run away.
Yeah, he does not feel super great about what he just saw. It's like, just stabbed this guy with knives, and here he is, or swords, and here he is, just laughing at me and picking his nose. Holy shit. What that does mean, we have 2 casters and then Jerk. Jesus, guys.
How's this caster have so much health?
Yeah, how does this undead fishman from the pit just seem to live forever? He's a monster. He's a monster if there ever was a fishman monster. But also, Jerk and Droop next to him seem to see him raise up his staff to do some kind of action, but it fails. And in the face of that action failing, he takes several strikes at you with this scepter. One at Jerk and a one at Pubert. With an 8 to hit Jerk and a 18 to hit. I'm sorry, not Pubert. Droop. Apologize. So Jerk, you dodge, but Droop takes. Let's see. D6 plus 3. What's funny? I missed it. Takes
Nothing.
4 damage.
He's whispering sweet nothing.
Nothing.
in my, whisper channel.
Nothing. I hear nothing on lines. All right.
Should I point out?
To the south, one of the fishmen moves forward just to be barely in line of sight of your bear and attempts one last spell at him for the hold person spell. You have to make a wisdom save DC of 14.
Whoop. I don't think that's happening.
There's.
Ooh.
Why are there 2 dice?
Oh, let's
It
see
might
one.
be the one.
I just see the one.
I see. Yeah,
Why are there 2 results?
I don't know.
In the
Wow.
chat, yeah, see a 13 and a 14.
The 13 was from the last one he did for intimidation.
Oh,
Oh, okay, that's.
Oh well.
So I rolled
Roll
a
a
total of,
4 plus your wisdom modifier probably doesn't
5
beat a
total.
14.
I don't
Yep.
think that'll be
Is
speaking
it?
of that anytime soon.
And you're
He-
proficient in whiz saves.
Wait, what?
Yes, paladins are proficient in whiz saves, so that's up to 7. Might be useful later.
Oh. All right. Well, that is 7, but I still don't think 7 beats 14.
Well, not for him. So you are actually held within the old person's spell. So if you didn't succeed a wisdom saving throw, you are paralyzed for the duration. Magic is holding you, and you are unable to move in response to it. It means that at the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw, and on a success, the spell ends. But otherwise, until the end of that spell, you are paralyzed, meaning you're incapacitated, which I'll read if you need me to. You can't move or speak, which is kind of like the verbal somatic thing that like God will bring up to us before. Thanks, Ben. And you automatically fail a strength or dex saving throw. Attack rolls have advantage against you, and any attack that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you.
Oh, guys, I need
Hold spell
help.
save. It's a little dangerous.
Hmm.
But then it does mean that it is Jerk's turn. I put some kind of movement or person thing on you for holding you. There it is. Ugly hand. Hold person spell.
It's a wall master.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take a swing at him with my. What do I have? We'll go dagger first, since I usually fail the first one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, whoops. So you do this attack?
Yes, and I miss horribly.
Um, um, there is no magic in the area. You make that attack and you miss.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just finish this real quick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Jesus Christ. All right, so I am going to use my movement, and I am going
To stand up.
to stand up. Can I use my dash as well?
Your cunning dash.
If you stand up, you use half of your movement. If
Okay.
you then use your dash, after that, you have twice as much as you have left over.
So I would
So-
have 30 total.
Right, because you would stand up, use half of it, have 15 left, use dash, have 30.
Oh. Let's see here. Sorry, guys.
You're fine.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Jesus Christ.
What's up?
Man, I don't know what's happening. So
Stuff with his shady items.
I'm making a very hard decision here. I'm either gonna live or I'm not.
Roll a d4. If it's even, you die. If it's odd, you live.
Are you gonna like die?
Yeah.
Like
Roll
we
a
can't.
Hold on,
d4.
hold
Leave it
on,
up
hold
to the
on,
die.
hold on. First I got to figure out how much damage or how much health I have. Six and 8 is. Ooh. All right, I take the belt off and I drop it at Droop's feet.
The belt seems to, as you release it from your hands and you have to drop it before it ever even comes close to the floor, it wraps around his waist, 360, 720 number, and then just latches on to Droop. And we notice that everyone who felt this kind of nausea that disabled them from making any kind of use of their spells, now it disappears. And you all feel fine and are able to act as you normally would.
I got nothing left. I have 4 hit points. I turn to Droop and I look at the belt and I say, "Fuck you," and then I probably die the next turn.
You look at the belt and you tell it, "Fuck you."
It has done like so much damage to me over the course of the last couple of turns.
You're telling the belt to fuck off.
Oh. No, I ask the belt, "Is this what you wanted?" And then my turn's over. And now
Fair
that
enough.
now that it's off of me, I am just screaming obscenities in my head that it can't hear.
It doesn't hear any of the obscenities. Oh man. Well, Sparkle Gem, I believe it's your turn.
We never got a death icon in Deado over here.
Wait, what? Which one?
The one I killed last turn, we never got a Deado.
Oh, I apologize.
It's fine. I mean, it doesn't really affect me.
Oh yeah, no,
We
you're right.
meet.
I know it's Deado.
No.
Oh no, let me get that. I apologize.
All right.
The one is the one dead angry fishman.
So I'm not even going to move my character, but I'll move 5 feet forward, shoot my crossbow, dip back, and then go back into hiding.
Okay, so you move forward, you attack this
Yep,
fishman.
the one next to Pew Bear.
Okay.
14. Hits, miss.
14 on Koto, you actually believe you hit.
Sweet. 8 plus 2d6. There it is. 16 damage total.
How do you kill this guy?
I don't know. Make it up.
Oh, all right. So your crossbow.
Yes.
So, like, as Sparkle Gem just kind of like leans back across the wall and looks down the alley and sees like the situation she's looking at, just cocks the crossbow, pushes it back, gives one more glance, pulls the trigger, throws a bolt right through its head as it dies.
Perfect.
And
Nice.
then, actually,
And then she
I
just
won't.
kind of like ducks back behind the
Yep.
wall where she was.
Bonus action, hide. Do I even need to roll it? Because I don't think anything's in line of sight of me at this point.
Well, there's several things in light of sight. There's a magical sword and giant carpet, but the
I
other
thought
creature,
those things
if
were
you're hiding
disabled.
from the other things from the south, I would not see you.
But I thought Oh, I didn't mean to roll that.
That's
was
okay
legitimately close
because
to the
you
gap.
should, and
That's
then
true.
so
14.
the Kuatoa Archpriest to the south doesn't see you.
Oh, that's true. So yeah, that'd be a 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's everything I could do. So next person's.
All right. All right. Next will be Droop and then Pubert. And actually, if I could run to the restroom, that would be great. And I'll be right back.
Nope, you should have brought a bottle.
Well, all right. I guess I'll just. Never mind. I'll be right back.
Casey yelled at me for peeing in the sump pump while I was down here. She realized it wasn't mad that I was doing it. It was more the fact that we actually own a sump pump. So
I want to grab some chips.
The what?
the sump pump.
Oh, the basement drain.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What makes sense?
I just remember this video I watched like a year or two ago about that mentioned the Final Fantasy VII remake, and it's like they're delayed. They delayed till next gen. They're still working on the opening scene.
Well, I mean, look at the Final Fantasy CGI movie that they did. I forget what the name of the movie
Which,
was.
yeah, that was
But they
also run by
spent-
Nomura.
Right, and they spent, I think, a total of 472 days on the graphics of the main female character's hair alone.
I would believe that,
What
honestly.
is this?
We're talking about the whole Final Fantasy hype going on right now for the next game drop that's releasing.
Yeah, apparently the
or the
Square
remake of
Enix,
7.
Yeah.
like the biggest screen. Wait, wait.
But I was just saying, like, you know, it's been 5 years or something like that, and we're just now hearing that a release date may be coming soon.
Look, do you want to know what the biggest news from Square Enix for me this week was?
What?
Octopath Traveler's on the Steam now,
Woo.
and I want to play it. So
I mean, it's not a bad game. I played the demo for it. It seemed really interesting. I loved the mechanics of it. The story looked like it would go to good places.
my friend's been telling me he really likes the writing and the mechanics.
Yeah, like I said, the writing from the demo I played was really awesome. The mechanics was really good. It's just I do not have the time, energy, or effort to dedicate to yet another RPG right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially with the new Final Fantasy 14 expansion coming out soon. I got some grinding I gotta go do.
Oh yeah,
And
like-
then I also got the Monster Hunter World expansion dropping soon.
oh yeah. When does the Nier Automata raid come out? Because I want to watch someone stream that.
You're talking about the new raid for Final Fantasy?
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't played Final
Like
Fantasy.
it was
I'm pretty sure
part
it's
of the
dropped.
current big patch, but it was announced for like to be like still months away.
Yeah, it's supposed to drop when we get the new DLC, I think.
You guys better have a nice funeral for Jerk.
Huh?
I'm going to knock your teeth out of your skull and braid them into my hair. How's that sound?
All right. So
Who gets my
what
teeth?
happened in the last like 6 seconds? What was that? Like, remind me. We have a funeral for Jerk coming up. How's that happen?
Because I have 4 hit points left.
Okay.
And I've
So
got
just
a
because you
monster.
left?
a monster who we have failed to kill for the last 2 sessions standing right in front of me.
Yeah,
That
and
is true. That sounds ugly.
It sounds very ugly.
yeah, I've started cheesing to keep Jerk alive.
What's
I
your
honestly thought he was.
AC?
My
Yeah.
AC
I
is
honestly thought that he was going
15.
to. I thought he was going to run over to me so I could heal him, but then he ran into the other combat. So there's not been much I can really do about that. But I do still have my class feature left if we can use that.
All right. So we left off very briefly ago with Sparkle Gem's turn, who had
Killed a fish boy.
killed Fishboy and made an attack, and then hid back behind the wall. Although she was in sight of several enemies, she was out of line of sight of several others. Yep, all right. Yeah, nobody could see you there. And after Sparkle Gem's turn comes Droop, the Goblin King, followed by Pubert, right?
Sounds right.
And like to start Droop's turn, the thing that he says here, as if I remember correctly, a magical belt moved from Jerk's person to Droop's person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he says, "Long live Cragmaw! All bow before Gramush's king." And the Kuatoa priest, the floating spectral, well, not spectral, but the floating blade, the animated armor, and the other flying sword within line of sight of Droop all stop. And he stands there looking down upon the much smaller fishman, raises a scimitar up above them angrily, and stops and says, "If you'll join my army, no, you will join my army." And with that, all of the enemy creatures within sight of him stop moving, which means next round goes to Bear. Bear, you're to the south. You have some very angry fishmen looking at you. Several of them dead, and one dickhead just in line of sight, over the top of a corpse body or coffin lid, and several other corpses.
Pubert is held.
Yeah, I'm paralyzed.
I
will make my
so the end of
roll.
your turn. Yeah.
I don't think that does it.
That's a 10. Against a 14, you said?
Yep.
Wisdom saving throw to beat a 14 does not work for you. So your turn ends, and then we get to move on to one of the archpriests who seeing the glowing crown and the belt swirl around and then grasp on to Droop. He stops, drops to his knees, raises his hand, and bows before Droop. And he holds a bowing position with his hands to the ground, his knees down to his chest underneath him, and he screams, "Aah!" And then to the south, holding on to the hold person spell, he does not let go of Pubert. And then following a little farther down, Jerk, it is your turn. You feel nauseous. And you recognize this feeling from when you entered into the tomb earlier.
I just continue laying on the ground. I'm still prone.
Yeah, still prone to stay prone.
Yeah, I just stay
on the
prone.
ground.
Just on the
I'm
ground.
injured.
Yep.
You don't say anything, do anything.
Just no, nothing.
You don't want to like. So disengage is for the whole round, not just one creature, right?
True.
So you can cunning disengage and then run towards your healers as fast as you can.
I don't think we're in any danger anymore.
Is there still a defense action?
Mm-mm.
Oh, there's the dodge action in 5e.
That circle is
So inviting.
only covering me too, by the way. I don't know.
It's like if you want to focus only on defense in a combat round, you can take the dodge action and give everything disadvantage against you until the next turn.
All right. Well, while I'm laying there, I just say, "Long live Cragmaw," and then I continue laying there, and that's it.
Okay,
All
it
right.
sounds like he's just given up.
Long live Kragmaw on the ground. That would make it Talison's turn.
All right. So everything's stopped. Well, at least over here.
Yeah, you're inside of that. So inside of that spell area where you basically everybody kind of feels a sense of nausea. And if you attempt to use magic, then it increases and things don't happen for you.
Okay. But these things have stopped attacking.
Oh yeah. All the the spiritual weapon, the mace that was floating up there, kind of waiting at the top of the stairs, disappeared. The floating swords dropped to the ground. The suit of armor sort of fell apart into pieces onto the ground. Your staff disappeared from being a humongous snake
Yeah.
back into your staff.
Okay. So I will move. Wrong thing.
I think what he means is when Droop invoked Gramouche and gave his command.
Yeah. Everything stopped attacking. Like these things are bowing to Droop now. But I can't see this like circle that you have on the map for whatever reason. But I'm guessing that I'm inside of it. So
Significantly.
I can't use magic at all. I'm gonna come up here and pick up my staff.
Okay.
My snake staff, and then look to Droop and be like, Droop, we have to get Jerk out of here. Like we have to get him somewhere where we can heal him.
All right.
That's
So
pretty much all I'm gonna do.
Yeah, so you kind of make this plea to him, like, Jerk is injured. Like, let's help him. You're like trying to get him to do something about it.
Taliesin, before you end your turn, do you have a medical check? Like, are you proficient in medicine?
I believe so.
Because if you have proficiency in medicine, you can make a medicine check to stabilize him and prevent him from going further towards death.
He's got positive hit points.
Yeah, he's not unconscious.
We don't have to worry about it super hard until they get to 0.
I think you said he was at a 4?
Yeah, 4.
I don't have any spell slots left though.
Okay.
So I pretty much can carry him away on my next turn. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm trying to appeal to Droop as one of his like sworn guys, and also, appeal to the Droop that I saved and got to this point. I promised him he
Absolutely.
would be king, and he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, does Jerk have the thing that Droop wanted? I remember something like that.
Well, he had the belt, but the belt kind of just latched onto him automatically as soon as he picked it up. It wasn't like he put it on and was trying to take it, from my understanding.
Right, like he picked it up and then it was. What did it do, Jerk?
It just latched onto me.
All right. So if that's the end of Talison's turn, it would be
Yep.
Godwald's turn.
So the rug is prone from the anti-magic? Or
Yeah,
whatever's going on?
the rug just like as it was floating above and doing all these twists and whirls and moving around you and Sparkle Gem, something happened that just caused it to fall into a lump on the ground, like a crumpled up rug, like any other
And
fabric you would drop on the ground.
this floating sword next to me, is it also on the ground?
Also fell to the ground. You would have seen this suit of armor that was floating in this direction, coming towards you, just also fall down to the ground. And probably from your position, you may have actually seen this one coming from behind the pillars also fall to the ground in a series of separate pieces.
Uh-huh. And there's no other goblins here, but there have been visible casts happening on Pubert from the other goblin over there.
Yeah, it's been a series of magical things happening in this place, yes.
If I step forward, will either of these get an attack of opportunity?
If you were here and
Yes.
moving this way,
Yes.
I actually don't believe from where they are. I mean, you might not know that, but I shouldn't
Like
have
that-
said that ahead of
So
time.
right now, I'm expecting they would just get prone attacks with disadvantage.
I'm gonna
So-
say we don't know.
Making that with that in mind, I'd like to move 5 squares to touch range of Pubert.
Okay, you move 5 squares. You actually feel quite all right, and you delicately touch your brother. I mean, you touch Bear.
Can I cast here?
You can indeed. As you attempt to make the spell casting, you don't notice the kind of nauseous effect that you may have.
All right.
I think you felt earlier.
Here's a spell I brought for this sort of situation. I'd like to cast a Lesser Restoration, which is a 2nd level spell that I can use to remove the paralyzed condition.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
It doesn't specifically end hold person, but it would end that effect of hold person because it doesn't reapply.
Okay. Sounds like a good maneuver.
And that's your action. And for my interaction, I'd like to go. I'd like to just say that I'm really glad he's here.
Hey, brother. Good
Hey,
to see you, man. Long time. How you been?
Huh?
Where you been?
I want to make sure I'm doing this right because that's not the whole person. Can I speak now, or is that? Is that
Well,
am I still?
if he canceled it, then yes.
Oh,
The
okay.
not can't move or speak was part of the paralyzed condition, so that should be gone now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at you like I'm gonna give you the side eye and be like, Mom is so upset with you.
I love it.
Mama is not happy.
Where did you go? Mom is not happy. Oh, did we lose somebody?
CJ has a call.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, yeah.
No. Well, yeah.
Well, read the chat.
Oh. All right. Not the roll 20 chant, but the other. All right.
Yeah.
Aw.
So yeah, let's see. I
Aw,
moved
that's
5
sad.
feet. No bonus. Yeah, I passed.
Okay. All right. Well, with Godwall moving closer to Bear on that turn, afterwards we'd have several of our baddies moving in that direction. Flying sword and armor 2 and 3 plus. Actually, they all skip their turns, putting us back at the top of the order with Sparkle Gem, who does not happen to be with us.
So let's put Jerk in charge.
Would be pretty close.
Where's she at?
She's near the south corridor. She's been sniping these fish
Right
people
here?
one by one.
All right.
And
Yeah, it
all
would
that's
be.
left is the caster.
What's her movement?
Would be
25.
Sparkle
Like-
Gem. Yeah, 25 is her movement. 50 would be her dash.
Okay,
It would
so
be reasonable to
I'll-
a mimicry of what you did last turn would be to move 3 squares south, fire a light crossbow bolt at the caster, and then move 2
Then
squares
head
back and
back.
cunning hide.
okay, that sounds like what she would do. So let's do it.
So you're
Move
just
so
trying to-
that's 3 squares south to get into crossbow of the caster.
Yeah. So right here, we'll move. Well, hold on. Let me get rid of this. We'll move her to right here. My stupid. There we go. Right here.
That works too.
where to?
I was thinking
Well, does she have a line of sight here? This seems safer.
oh, there's the same line.
Okay. Yeah. So there, and then shoot a crossbow bolt. I don't know her modifiers.
It is plus
That's
3.
gonna miss.
Okay. So that'd be 8. So miss.
Well, it's sad that her cats are sick, but it
is.
would miss.
Okay, and then back here and cunning hide.
Okay. So just
Alright.
roll a d20 and we'll add her.
That's stealth plus 3.
Mhm. 17 around that corner helps her hide from that priest. Got it.
Let's get her back here. And before she hides, she goes, "Damn it!"
Yeah, that hit.
God damn it! So, up to the north, as Droop has taken some commands and realized a mild bit about the situation that he is in, the magical belt that was on Jerk's waist, moving across and sliding onto Jerk. He kind of stops, looks around a bit, shakes his head. Takes a deep breath and says, "For Kragmaw, follow me!" And he moves farther away from where you are. And actually, everyone who was after him seems to follow him in conjunction.
Maybe
Maybe
far? that was a far. How far can he move?
far enough with the dash.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, that was only 35.
And they, let's see, he moves. The rest of them were all about their deaths.
Yeah, all the actual creatures are dead. The only thing that's still
Oh.
alive is the suit armor.
Okay, the whole map just moved one
Yeah.
square to the southwest.
It just shifted.
Yeah, sorry. There it is.
That's where it was. It's like, so yeah, there's
Damn
only
it.
like the one living fish that we're fighting up here because no one awakened the big fish of the north.
Yeah.
All right, well.
So the sword follows, the caster follows, the sword follows, and the armor is still prone.
Yep, they're all.
And Jerk suddenly finds himself not surrounded.
Yep. Not surrounded, but still surrounded. You can't heal me.
As they start to follow Droop. And without Sparkgem here and Droop here, we'll go down to Bear's turn, and then we'll get through some casters down to Jerk. Bear, what do
Alright,
you do?
I am going to make a charge. Well, wait a second. Let me reread something here quick on my spells. Okay. I'm going to make this dramatic. So as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Thunder. I'm going to say, "Excuse me, brother," and I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Thunder Smite on myself.
All right,
Did
Thunder Strike.
was Pubert far away enough that he didn't lose Divine Favor before?
Yeah, I was the only one who didn't have the nausea.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to come and do a jumping overhead attack at this mage.
Also, Godwald, at this point, you are no longer feeling sick.
Yeah, that happened when I got a certain distance closer to Pubert during my turn.
Okay. So, jumping attack to this mage.
And
Yeah,
now,
to
granted,
make
I think because it's a Divine Favor is concentration, so I'd lose it.
Yes, so
But
you'd
it's
lose
worth
that.
It's worth it. Because I'm going
For
to
the
hit this
effect?
guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, why does he lose concentration?
Because he cast a
Because
new concentration
I cast a new spell.
Okay.
with this turn's bonus action. So now you're making a regular weapon attack.
Yep, I'm using Thunderous Smite on this dude, man. Never mind.
No.
Not that one.
That's not the one. Okay, but fortunately, I don't lose Thunderous Smite.
Yes, it stays charged for 10 rounds.
I just
Oh.
embarrass myself. is
That's
all.
nice. You're like,
It discharges on the next hit.
yeah, like I'm trying to think of, like, what's a Voltron? Like, go there, like,
Like if he rolled so badly he hits the ground with his jumping attack, then it does discharge and make a really loud noise.
all of my friends shout, and no one shouts. and then they move forward. I heard beep. Is that a spark gem returning to us?
Yeah, I'm half here.
You exist. It's great.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I exist. Oh my god, my screen's season out because my cable came loose. There we go. Sorry,
Alright.
what did I miss? I had to go deal with something important. So
On your turn, we
Nothing,
had you
you're missing
attack
nothing.
and hide again, and the attack missed.
okay, sounds about right. Wait, we're still in combat?
E-
Yeah, and
the north has resolved. The south is dealing with one more with the last caster still.
yeah, and as
Okay.
Kubir makes an attack, the caster down there seems to raise his scepter and have another series of small ethereal shields spin around him as they disappear. That will put us towards Jerk. Jerk in the north.
All right, so
What a jerk in the north.
yeah, right. The Droop still has the belt, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna mark that
Yeah,
off.
that definitely,
Mark that off my
definitely-
inventory.
definitely left you and moved towards him as soon as you approached him.
I cannot mark that off fast enough. All right. So the first thing I do is I tell Taliesin, I say, "Yo, bro, don't waste your magic. There's a field that seems to be centered on me, so any magic aimed at me is not gonna work." Um,
Alright.
I ask him, Do you think that's the same thing with healing potions?"
They're not magic.
Healing
They're
potions are
not.
technically magic items.
I have a healing pot if you want to run towards me.
Well, I am gonna get up and I'm gonna keep my distance from these guys, but I'm gonna move in that direction.
What direction?
Th-
Your best
this-
bet is to dash and get here
this
that
direction.
way.
What direction? Which way are we gonna move?
I'm gonna move with the group here. So
Okay.
standing up will take half of my
Movement.
movement. So I'm just gonna go here. Let me grab him and I will move him. This is 20.
Okay.
And the field went with me, so I'm not gonna waste a potion because I'm not entirely sure if it'll work. And I'll end my turn.
Jerk.
Also, wait, as I walk past Taliesin, I want to whisper to him, "That belt is a dick."
Alright.
Noted and logged.
Yes, it's everyone's noted and logged. That's good. That's good stuff.
I'm just making sure. You alright, man?
That thing almost squeezed me to death like 5 times. And it was talking in my head.
That's
It's what's
sounds like a-
responsible. It's what's responsible for all of these fields, like the one that's centered on me right now and moving with me.
I can't see it.
It's ridiculously powerful, and it's got a hold of Droop. So I'm gonna keep my distance, but we need to watch him.
okay. Good to know. Alright, let's try and figure this.
All right, that will make. I believe it's Talison's turn. Is the next turn.
Okay, so you did get up. Let's see, okay, Droop's going towards the stairs there. I am going to, as everyone's kind of leaving this way, I'm going to stealth off in this direction.
Oh, sorry. Stealth on and went. Okay.
It's 9 plus.
So your hide stealth.
So it's an 11.
All right. Let me roll some perception on the other side of that. You're good. You feel very quiet and stealthy as you move towards the area, towards the tomb that spewed up all of the water. You feel like no one's really noticed you moving that direction to the east.
Can I take the dash action in my stealth?
Yes. Yeah.
So
So you dash, your interaction is your stealth. You were successful in a very high number in that. Move like twice as far as your normal movement quietly. Move out of range.
yeah, and he's just gonna. I mean, at this point, he's just trying to watch what's going on.
Alright. Taliesin still feels kind of like nauseous, which is like new kind of experience for this area and this like feeling you're in. Like you maybe heard other people talking about it, and that sound kind of echoing throughout the chamber. But this is the first time that you've really felt it yourself. You just feel this kind of nausea as you're like thinking, even just kind of thinking about spells and using them.
Okay.
But you're there, and no one's really seen you move that direction. You can't see anyone else moving that towards you or having seen you move that direction.
Okay.
Meow. Which means if there's no more movement or
Oh, I'm sorry.
bonus
No.
action for
Yeah,
you,
that's everything
then-
I'm doing.
then that's Godwald's turn.
Let's see. I'll take a step forward. Got line of sight from here, and I'll toll the dead on the caster.
All right.
That's a whiz 14.
That's on there. 14. Save through, and I get a 5 plus not much. 3, 8. Don't make it. Whatever it is, I don't think I make it.
And has it taken damage?
Yes.
Then 10 necrotic damage.
10 necrotic damage to our unfortunately sad friend of the south. Fuck all hell. All right. Any more movement or anything else on your turn?
Let's see. No bonus. Don't wanna pass.
All right. Couple other things before we get to Sparkle Jam's turn here. Just some general movements. All of the magically controlled floating / living armor pieces, the sword and shields that were floating up the ground, all of that having dropped down to where it was and not being able to move is set in its place. Nothing happens in between those rounds with all of those creatures. And then we come back around to the top of the turn. Not Jerk, sorry. Droop, with his now glowing, spinning crown above his head and the energetic, glowing belt around his waist, moves forward and says, "Now you all understand. Now you see. follow me and follow me until the end. And he moves forward towards the gate. Where's my little droop guy? Where's my little droop guy? Come on here, droop little guy. Come on. 5, 10, 15. Moves. Oh, shit. It's refreshing. Sorry. Well, while that's refreshing, serious things happen right there. Sparkle Gem. It will be your turn. Everyone, including you, I believe, because I'm waiting for the screen to refresh so that I can see everyone's screens in the area in between. But I believe everyone notices that they're waiting for you to move, and they feel somewhat helpless in the meantime. Helpless? I don't know how you say. I don't feel like you can do what you would normally do.
I think we should go with that. Anyone else in favor?
I mean, I'm here. I'm just muted because, yeah, reasons. But yeah, just usual, sneak around the corner, shoot, fall back if needed.
Well, that sells it.
Where are you?
Nice.
I assume an unnatural 20 hits.
Yeah, where are you? What are you shooting at?
I said I'll sneak around the corner and shoot at the caster if it gives me line of sight.
I do not see you.
I was
there.
right here. I am
She
now
moved
on
onto the
this
corpse
dead
east
body.
of me. About 20 feet. 15,
Yep.
20.
It was 20.
Okay,
So
so you moved
that
down there
way-
in order to attack this caster guy.
Yep,
Okay,
with the unnatural
Crossbow.
20. Yep,
hits.
and then it would be a D8 damage of 8 plus 2d6 for. Oops, wrong thing. I did not mean to roll 4s. There we go. I mean, the roll's the same. That's amazing. So that's a total of 10 damage? Yeah, total of 10 damage.
All right, crossbow bolt in the fishman's face. All right, and without any other turns on your cases, was Trip the Goblin King, which I think we skipped for your turn until you were back. Now that means Pubert.
All right. I'd love to think I gracefully recover and take another swing, but really, I'm gonna. Well, wait. So what happens when you critically miss?
Actually, everyone else does not feel gracefully recovered or able to take a swing, and you, on the other hand, feel like you're just fine. You're able to take a regular attack.
Oh, do they get rid of the whole like miss your next turn if you critically fumble?
Oh wait, what?
Well, I rolled a
That-
natural 1.
I think that was always a house rule.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
you
critical
you were doing your
failed.
attack, but it critical failed on an attack roll.
That might be a good point.
All right, so what I'm looking at is a bunch of sparkle gem rolls, and then before
Oh.
that, with the other things. So
Well,
Yeah.
my last attack was like a critical failure. I rolled 1, but yeah, that if that's not you skip your next turn recovering your weapon or something, I'm going to go ahead and try to get this lightning out of my sword. Because if it stays there too long, it's going to start to corrode. And there's going to be like crust on my sword. And it's going to be like really nasty. And then like my kids are going to find my sword and they're not going to be able to power it up. But they're going to be like, hey, Dad, what's all this shit on your sword?
it's so many kids.
It's
just need
lightning.
to-
That's what
a
it
lot
is.
A lot of kids. So I'm going to take a swing. And that's going to be a 15.
Nice.
Oh no, that's I'm sorry, 16.
16 hits.
All right, so natural sword does 5 plus 3, so 8, and then my additional lightning. So
Total damage.
so 17 total damage.
Ooh. So, as you kind of, what was this weapon?
Oh, that was my longsword. Charged
So
with thunderous smite.
So as you approach this enemy with your longsword charged with its thunderous smite, the echoes of this easily being heard for miles around. But as you make the strike, you realize that there is no echo in any distance, but all of it close by kind of shakes the room as it goes forth, and you make this strike. It does a significant amount of damage to this creature, knocking it prone.
Behold the might of the god of thunder. I think.
Good night, thunder.
Oh, okay.
What up? All right. That'll put us towards a archpriest towards the north who can do nothing to summon its magics. A archpriest towards the south who has spun a series of things towards itself and other creatures nearby, and will once again cast its ability to heal itself and others. Will put me at 3d8. Doing a 15 amount of whatever spell it was causing, not healing per se, but a way to bring itself up. And following that, Jerk, you are no longer wrapped towards such a wonderful, beautiful, helpful creature. And your turn. For the first time in a long time without other influences on you.
Um,
Oh yeah, does the Northcaster continue to follow Droop?
I'm thinking Droop's gonna go through that portal with or without us, because he's just feeling a certain type of power right now. So I'm gonna stick on his heels. So with movement and dash, that'll actually put me a little bit ahead of him. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
here.
Alright, so you're gonna dash with the chance of an opportunity attack towards a series of people.
Oh,
And I
really?
will-
I thought they were all under Droop's control. Are they
Yeah.
still hostile? Since we're on the
Yeah.
same side?
Are you saying you'd
And-
like to cunning disengage before you do any of this?
I can do that, can't I?
Go ahead. Tell me all about it.
So I disengage first, then I run through the crowd using my dash as an using my dash as an action.
these creatures, as their eyes light up with an
Oh shit!
unearthly and it's not earth, it's
Unnatural.
an unfairy glow to them. You just kind of move past all of these characters
Now,
towards
okay, you
this
mentioned
area where you're going.
their eyes. When I get really close to them with my little magic nullification field, do they change at all? Do they like regain their senses in any way, shape, or
He
form?
passes within 5 feet of the caster, for example.
No, it's just kind of something you feel that's sort of attached to yourself as
Okay.
you move through this place. But also at the same time, none of these characters seem to, none of these people, these creatures, seem to make a move towards you or a kind of slash or attack in your direction. They all kind of watch you very abruptly run the direction and kind of, yes, and start leaning that way and moving that direction in towards you or towards where you went.
Okay. Man, I gotta find a way to tell these other guys that belt is bad news. But I don't want to be stuck in here forever.
So they move towards you, and as the tunes move on, Taliesin, it's your turn as some of these other items happen. We see your oldest and dearest friend, Drew.
Oh, can we just for comedic value, can we see one of these suits of armor slide in my muck over here? Like when it tries to walk by? I just want to see once like
No,
slide.
obviously
They all
not.
fly.
Would never happen.
They all flip.
Can we not do that? Because if that thing slides into the circle of the big North Goblin, I'm very sad.
So it would be animated armor slides in 5, 10, 15, 20, and unfortunately causing a gigantic explosion to separate the pieces of armor onto the ground, all across the stairs, all across the room to the left or the right. The explosion causes so much damage to that creature that it no longer exists, and yet suddenly another angry fishman rises up from the tomb inside.
Me and my big mouth.
Rise from your grave.
Sarah, it's a bad thing.
Hmm.
Wise almost.
And with that, Taliesin, you look around. You've seen an extraordinary set of circumstances happening around you where these creatures have kind of like in the last few seconds like summoned up from underneath the ground, but from like kind of like where you could see things kind of like dissipated and disappeared. You feel fine where you may have heard other people saying things about that. Does anybody else like mention that? I don't think you did. So
That people didn't feel
Yeah.
good.
yeah. I guess you didn't hear anything about that.
well,
But you
Jerk
might have
told
seen
me-
the giant snake disappear that you like picked up yourself.
Right,
from
I
and
saw
ran
that
away,
stuff
so
happen.
Yeah.
And
then
Actually,
you were
Jerk told me-
inside
think-
that.
I
You were
think-
inside that earlier, felt bad, then got out of it, and you're feeling normal. So
Yes.
I think
Dirk kind
I
of
still
whispered
have
to
the
me.
staff.
No, I came and picked it up.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you?
I
Okay,
thought-
cool.
I guess, let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm pretty far away from everybody. So it seems like Droop is heading towards the exit. is what if I'm looking around? Is that like the only way out of here? Would be
If
that
you,
Oh,
one?
yeah.
if you
Yeah,
remember
from your point of
correctly,
view.
when we first entered, the only time that gate opens is when Droop's near it. Other than that,
Right.
the gate's
Yeah.
non-existent. So the only way we could get through, in theory, is to have Droop let us through.
Although Puvere did somehow warp here.
Yeah, we don't know
Yep.
details though.
And that doesn't guarantee he can get out.
Yeah. Well, this place does exist in a space though, but I don't know how I would get out of here
Yes.
without. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure on how I would get out of here. So.
This flight of stairs in front of you is just like it's
It's
been
just a
collapsed to
wall.
the floor. Yeah, so it's a wall
Yeah.
from that edge down. Yep.
I guess as an interaction, can I just like do a perception check on the altar, see if there's anything else that may have been missed?
Absolutely.
That's gonna be a 23.
All right, you like despite the dust that was covering the like various items, including a like a silk sheet that was draped over like over the stage or the like table that was there, including that, and it seems to be very fine cloth, like fine set of materials. But on top of that, it does seem that there is another book that is kind of underneath the table, like leaned up against the side that you see there, up against the, I don't want to call it like a table, but
Like an
Dais?
altar kind of deal.
the altar. Yeah, on the
Yeah.
altar there. So there's
Um,
one's kind of like not underneath it, but off to the side for it. That's kind of seems like it was tucked under where the cloth drapes down.
Yeah. Okay. I want to take the book and the cloth.
Okay.
What kind of thread count we talking? I'm just-
Fancy as fuck. Like
Alright,
it's
sweet.
like as the most of these things in the tomb here that you guys have seen are actually like of a very high quality. Like just even looking at the tiles on the floor doesn't look like something that you imagine a person in like your hometown would be able to like carve out and produce into being a tile. Like so, like these elements you see are just far above the craftsmanship that you would expect in your let alone your daily lives, but anything you might find on your adventures as you were going
Yeah.
down into other tombs and things. So that the that golden cloth seems to be of like the highest thread count. It seems to be almost like a valuable golden cloth.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'm taking that for sure. And then as I'm, I guess like, I'm just gonna keep the book in my hand. At a glance, can I tell if it's in a language that I know? Like, is it in Goblin or is it in Common or?
Absolutely. You look at the book and it seems to be written in Goblin, and it says that the story of Arnthendal and the inscription of the anti-magic spell, but it's written in Goblin. Like no one else would have probably been able to pick this up and read it outside of somebody else who
Ooh.
knows the language. But again, like
Okay.
you are surprised again to see Goblin written down. Never seems to have been written down in something that you've known in the past. But here and entering the tomb, like over a writing over the archway that led you into this space. It's written down once again.
Okay, so I would say I probably can't really do too much else other than yeah, I think I took my movement too, didn't I? So yeah, I can't really do anything else.
You
I'll just
doubled
kind
it
of
up in order to get over here.
well, would me inspecting that book be an action, or is that just an interaction?
Did I said interaction, right? It's like you're
I don't think we
like,
ever determined.
well, so basically you're looking at the title of the book and it was in
Yeah.
a language that you understood. So
Okay,
you're like, oh,
I'm
yes,
not actually taking the time to read it though.
the
okay.
history of it. Yeah. I mean, you
Um,
could. That would be a long period of time.
yeah, as an action, I guess, can I do like could I like read through it, like, or like kind of like skim through it to see if there's anything that would be important?
Could look at the table of contents, right?
Yeah,
Like, what does this book contain for me and you?
yeah, I'll
You
do that real quick.
It does have a table of contents as you're kind of looking down that list and then flipping the page and moving on. You realize that like it is written in a language that's not normally written, the Goblin that you're kind of familiar with hearing, but not and speaking, but certainly not seeing written very often. And within that, you would see or know that roll me an insight check. I think you have a pretty high bonus on your insight, right?
I do.
Yeah. Give me a little touch of that insight.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Well, with the time you have and like as rushed as you are, all of the like fighting and everything else that's been going on, you know that you instinctively feel it's written in Goblin and that there's more information you can glean from this later. But for the time being, you're like, all right, this is something I need to like sit down and read and like interpret in a place I can't see at the moment.
Okay. Okay. I would say that's probably the end of my turn then.
All right. It is 10:53. Does everybody be cool with this continuing on for the next couple turns, or are we good until
I'm
next
good either
week?
way. Like,
I'm
I
good.
feel
but
like
I'm also out of sorts, so.
yeah, that might be a decent place to stop.
I kind of need to drop myself, honestly.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's just
I'll
do
accept that.
pick up here next week. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Say goodnight, internet.
Good night,
Good night,
internet.
internet.
Good night, internet.